3. I'm paying tribute to Sergeant Alvin C. York. Sergeant York was the recipient of the Congressional Medal of Honor for his service in World War I. Now, this was an easy choice for me because my wife is a distant relative to Sergeant York, and my daughter, Elizabeth York Dixon, is named after the war hero. Sergeant York was a simple man from Tennessee and was not seeking out fame. As a matter of fact, he wished he could have just stayed in the Tennessee mountains and hunted with his hounds and courted his girlfriend Gracie. Sergeant York was born in Pall Mall, Tennessee, and lived in a one-room cabin built by his grandfather with his 7 brothers and 3 sisters. In the Appalachian Mountains, children went to school only 3 months out of the year, and Sergeant York only finished the 3rd grade. As a young man, Sergeant York enjoyed hunting, drinking moonshine, playing cards, and fighting. His mother became fed up with his lifestyle and asked when he was going to grow up and be like his father. From that point, Sergeant York grew up and quit his bad habits. Sergeant York got a job working on highways and actually built a highway that was eventually named after him. He also joined the church and later became choir director and a church elder. I guess that's the same as being a deacon of the church. During this time, all the town folks were talking about how America would soon join the war, and Sergeant York knew it wouldn't be long before he was called to register for the Army. He soon got his papers to report and was placed in the 82nd Division of the Army. And during training, the Army recognized Sergeant York as a great shooter. He was quoted as saying, "Shooting in the Army was easy after shooting a turkey from 150 yards." After training, Sergeant York and the 82nd Division headed to France. Sergeant York's historic mission started when Sergeant York and 17 other soldiers were sent to infiltrate German lines and silence a machine gun position. Now, during the attack, 6 Americans were killed and 3 were injured. Sergeant York was the highest ranking officer still able to fight. He attacked the machine gun nest on his own and taken out many Germans on the way. He ran out of rifle ammo and 6 German soldiers charged Sergeant York with bayonets, and he drew his pistol and shot all of them. When Sergeant York got to the machine gun nest, a German officer surrendered to Sergeant York, and his remaining men took 132 German soldiers prisoner. When he got back home from the war, he was greeted in New York with thousands of fans and a ticker tape parade. After New York, he went to Washington, D.C. to meet Congress and the President of the United States, where there he was awarded the Congressional Medal of Honor. Sergeant York appreciated all the fanfare, but was homesick and just wanted to get back to the mountains of Tennessee to see his mother, his girlfriend Gracie, and go hunting with his hounds. When he returned home, several Tennessee businessmen had made arrangements to purchase a farm for Alvin to show their appreciation. Sergeant York did not seek out fame, but because of his courage and service to his country, Sergeant York deserved to be recognized for all of his accomplishments. One last thing, just to clear up a misleading accusation that we see portrayed in movies and other books on Sergeant York. He was never a conscientious objector. According to this personal diary that's been handed down from our family, I just guess it made for better entertainment for Hollywood. Thanks for letting me share about a hero of ours.